Lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On the ready.
Second and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lance looking to throw it. That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 55 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The Panthers at 2-13 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Come on, set.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Clock, 10.
Throwing, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away. It falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And Young's throw there incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got him, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And Lance now to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Lance now on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now a play fake. Lance. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Here we go.
Third and 6.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Here we go. Right, 97. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Okay,
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down, Vikings.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. Lance going to try to throw for this. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
This
Here we go.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if... He's got a man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Here we go.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Danny Gray, 98 yards. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Broken tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he shifts past him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he's getting better, really, as the night's gone on. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mega. Ready?
Young will set to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it? Did a great job.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a handoff to Chandler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Chandler. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here now, 2nd and 4. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll run again. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 21-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats?